Welcome to another DK Custom Products video. I'm Dwayne and this is Kevin, and today we're going to give you guys a list of our most popular twin cam Softail modifications.
What we're going to go over today are the 10 most popular mods for twin cam Softails. How do we know these are the most popular? Because we ran a report for the last 12 months of what we sold the most of for twin cam Softails.
Yeah. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, what about my Milwaukee 8? We got that video coming up in the future, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you'll stay up to date when that video comes out.
But this is a list of the most popular twin cam Softail mods for the last 12 months. And number one is the tank lift.
Yes,
and
sir.
I think we've done this for Sportsters, touring bikes, and Dynas. And now here's one for the twin cam Softail, and I think the tank lift was number one on all of them.
That's right.
And it's pretty easy. Why is it number one? It's because you pay for all that chrome. You pay for all the look of the engine is a big part of what the Harley Mystique.
It is.
And the tank is covering the top of the engine. So not only is it covering the top of the engine, making it hard to clean, making it where your chrome is covered up, but it also is trapping that heat. So it's a way to cool down the twin cam. The twin cam has a big challenge with heat. So this gets the air going over the engine rather than over the front of the tank, hitting the rider in the chest and buffeting them.
That's right.
We'll put a video on tank lifts up in the corner. And the most popular size for the twin cam Softail was the 2-inch with the deluxe option.
That's right. Now, as a little side benefit, a lot of people don't realize, on the Softail models, I think on nearly every one, the speedometer is right here on the dash. So when you lift that tank, it makes it a little more visible with your peripherals. So you don't have to look down as much to check your speed. You can kind of see where your needle is. So now, like Kevin said, the most popular size is the 2-inch. But always, every single time, if you're interested in purchasing a tank lift, prior to making your purchase, unbolt your tank, lift it, check for clearance, see what size works best for you.
And the instructions on how to do that are in the product description of the tank lift, and the link to that is down below in the description. The next most popular mod for a twin cam Softail is the external breather system with the catch can. Tell us about those, Dwayne.
Well, you know, I've noticed about Softail owners, a lot of Softail owners, like they're hardcore Softail. Like they don't want to hear nothing about your Dyna. They don't want to hear nothing about your bagger. Softail, that's where it's at. They're the most comfortable. I think you've said that you prefer the feel of a Softail. And so you want it to last a long time. So why not provide your engine some longevity, make it more healthy, install an external breather system. And again, the most popular mod in regards to external breather system on these Softails is with the catch can, and that's going to be that billet catch can that gets polished up, because pretty much all the trim on all the Softail models, unless it's the standard, is chromed out. And so you polish that billet catch can up. It's a mirror finish. Looks really good hanging right there between those cylinders.
And for the last year, you know, I sold my twin cam about a year or so ago, but the last year before I sold it, I'd put a transformer external breather system on it, and we probably sell, I don't know, I haven't looked, but we probably sell more transformer external breather systems for Softails than any other. Because like you said, Softail people are pretty loyal to the Softail line.
That's right.
And even though I no longer have a twin cam Softail, I will say even right now, I think it's the most iconic, looks the most like a classic Harley of any of the models out there. And that's why you got your Softail Deluxe probably.
Yeah. The aesthetics of a Softail, they can't be beat. You know, the bagger, you may not like the big fairing and the huge bags on the side, or the Trikes, this or that, or Sportster might be too little, or the Dyna may be too minimalistic, but I think the Softail is just a happy medium. There's really nothing to hate. You might not like how it rides, how plush it feels, but other than that, aesthetically, they look great.
Yeah. The third most popular mod are the Outlaw High Flow air cleaners. And out of the Outlaw High Flow air cleaners, the number one is the 828. The number two is the 606. Number three is the 587. There's lots of covers. There's literally over 100 cover options for our different air cleaners. But the most popular are the fin covers for the twin cam Softails.
Right. And that fin, the first word that comes to my mind when you look at those fin covers is nostalgia. And that goes hand in hand with the Softail bikes.
Yeah. So then the next most popular at number 4 are the Intimidators. You go, why? Like on the Dyna, the Intimidators were the number 10th most popular.
Yeah.
And I think on the Touring and the Sportster, they were down around 5, 6, 7. But they're the 4th most with the Softail.
Yeah, and I think that's because there's really not much you can do to the rear. There's really not much out there as far as upgrades. There's a couple progressive options for those, but there's really not much that's a substantial upgrade. So you got to do something to make it ride better, and the Intimidator valves, night and day difference.
Just a little side note on here. People don't realize that with the twin cam Softail, you can adjust your rear shocks the same as you can on the others. So the Intimidators on a twin cam Softail probably make the most significant improvement out of any model.
That's right.
And it's proven out in what's being sold.
And then we'll move on to number 5 on the list. We're halfway through the list. Thunder Torque inserts, the 158s being the best. The 158s, that's the middle size. The Softails don't have the huge slip-on mufflers like the baggers. You don't run drag pipes on the Softail like you do on a Sportster or maybe a Dyna. So 158 Thunder Torque, perfect size for most all.
And a common question, because twin cam Softails have a disproportionately large number of people running fishtails.
Oh, yeah.
And questions are, can you run Thunder Torque inserts in the fishtails? Yes, I ran them in mine for years. And they made a very nice improvement in low and mid-range power. Sure. Number 6 is the oil filter relocation. Again, because these bikes have the oil filter sitting right next to the engine where all the heat is, and where you pull the filter off of the engine to change it. And unless you're a magician, that oil is going to get everywhere. And you're going to make a mess. So by having an oil filter relocation, it makes changing the oil much easier. It gets that filter out in the wind where it's going to run cooler. And it's just a better setup than the factory setup.
That's right. Now, next on the list, the rocker locker. So, like we said, Softail guys love their Softails. You're not going to love it as much if it's ticking.
Right.
Constantly just tick, 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 tick. It'll get on your nerves. And rocker lockers, a lot of these twin cam models, whether it be from mileage, wearing out the rocker on support plate mounting holes, or just poor machining on Harley's part, the rocker lockers shim that space and they stop that ticking. The ticking of that support plate tapping against that bolt. Drop those rocker lockers in there. $30 modification for peace and quiet.
Yeah. And number 8, now we're talking about twin cam Softails, but let's just look at an M8 Softail real quick.
Yeah.
Where does Harley put the coil on the M8 Softail?
Right there on the left side, up high, right between the cylinders, where it can get airflow and it's not blocking crucial airflow to the rear of the engine.
Whereas on a twin cam Softail, just like on the Dynas, they put that coil right at the rear of the rear cylinder, blocking airflow.
Yeah, and not just the coil, the mounting post for the coil is right there, and it's just ugly. And
it's blocking airflow, which is why Harley moved the coil to the left side of the engine to get that, open up that space behind the rear cylinder to take care of the heat. So not only does it look cleaner, but it also helps the engine run cooler and stronger.
Yeah. Now, number 9 on the list, the fat riser extensions. Now, on the Softail, on the twin cam Softail, you sit a little deep in the bucket.
Yeah.
So, sometimes the bars will be kind of right in front of you. When you're sitting deep, it's much more comfortable when they're a little higher. Just a little less stress on your shoulders. And yeah, you can do taller risers, you can do taller bars, or the most cost-effective way, the riser extensions, which are, let's call them what they are, spacers that go beneath your existing risers, space the entire handlebar assembly up, makes it more ergonomic, makes it more comfortable. And those come in various sizes, 1, 2, 3 inch.
And they come in 2 different colors also.
Right. Polished. You can polish the billet aluminum to a mirror finish, or you can get them in powder coat black.
We'll put up in the corner here the comfort triangle. The comfort triangle is all about getting your feet, your butt, and your hands in the most comfortable position. And the riser extensions can help you do that. So instead of spending $200 or $300 on a set of bars and then spending 6 hours replacing those bars or paying a dealership, dealerships are charging $800 to $1,200 to replace bars now, whereas you can just put the riser extensions on there and get your hands where it's most comfortable.
Yeah, and when we say risers, they also come back, because keep in mind your forks are at an angle.
Right.
And as you lift them, they also move closer towards you. So we'll move on to the 10th and final item on the list, the VIED. Those are the variable fuel enrichment devices. So they're adjustable. They're plug and play. Again, the most cost-effective way, and it's not up for debate, the most cost-effective way to achieve fuel enrichment on your EFI Harley model.
So twin cams come from the factory far too lean. When I got my 2012 twin cam EFI Softail, we put it on the dyno, and it was running 17.x to 1 AFR. Now, if you don't know, that AFR should be down in the 13s to 14s, not at 17.
No.
Just running far, far too lean. Now, you can get a tuner, you can dyno tune it. These things all cost a lot of money, or you can put a VIED on it for less than $150, and you can get your AFR where it's not doing any damage to the bike by running too lean, where you're having more power, where it's just a better running machine. And so it is the best way to get that AFR down into a safe range. So there you have it. Those are the most popular mods over the last 12 months for twin cam Softails.
Yeah. Now that's based on sales, so it's pretty much you guys voted on this list. Now in the future, Kevin and I are going to do our own list, our own personal favorite mods for twin cam Softails, for Sportsters, for Dynas, for M8 Softails, baggers, and whatnot. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you can stay updated from when those videos come out. Now, if you have any questions at all about this list or any list we've done or any of our videos, leave us a comment below or shoot me an email to support@dkcustomproducts.com.
You all ride safe out there.